5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. Holla, 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 holla at me. What? Holla at me. What? Holla at me. Yes, y'all. Holla at your girl. It's your girl, Holiday Season. I'm back with another story time. Make sure y'all like, comment, share. Click the post notification. Click the post notification bell so that you're notified every single time that I post. Okay? Boom. So this story time is going to be a little different. Why always say that and it be the same? Let me stop playing. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry if y'all hear the air, but it's kind of during midday and it's hot. So basically, this story time is about Rosie, somebody that is a new character that I'm naming Astro, and that's it. That's all who in this story time. So basically, this story time, it made me just think about this story time because I was just in this area the other day and I had been in that area in a minute. So basically, Astro, me, and Rosie worked at the same place. But Astro came a lot later than when me and Rosie had came, right? So it was kind of like, sometimes working with people, I guess, you kind of start liking them on Rosie's behalf, right? So, I mean, but it's just given. If you spend so much time with a person, you're going to start like, oh, maybe I like this person, maybe I do this, maybe that, right? But Astro was always like the guy who, he never confirmed or denied that he liked her, and I felt like it was like him sparing her feelings, or like maybe him just not want to do that. Maybe he liked the attention from her or something, right? But it was like at this job, Rosie had also before Astro like this other boy. Well, no, like this other girl, but she was a stud, right? Remember that? She had liked her, now she liked him. Then she had also started liking his brother when she felt like Astro wasn't giving her enough attention, right? And you could say, I guess the brother started coming on to her first, but I could say that the brother admitted to liking her before Astro, but Astro was who had Rosie's heart. Like, she loved him to the T, y'all. Loved him down, right? So even everybody on the job used to notice it, like, hey, why don't y'all like just don't be together, this and this. But truth be told, he had never said that on no level that he had even liked her. So how this even went on for so long, I don't know. Maybe he wanted something else, but she was still a virgin, so that wasn't happening, I know. But she was like, oh, I'm willing to give it to him, but you know, but this and this and that. I think she wanted him to say, hey, I want to be in a relationship with you before she give it to him, if you get what I'm saying. I think that's what she wanted without saying it. Well, I kind of guess you could say he was sending mixed signals, but if you look at the overall picture, if you're confused about what you even are to this man, and y'all been working this job for forever, and he's been in here, I feel like that should be a lesson within itself, like he don't like you or whatever. So I don't know if later on she wanted to make me feel like, hey, Chase didn't even like you and you didn't want him and he did whole time. She never knew that this man never wanted her, and I just felt like this was what it was like. I felt like every guy she went with, she wanted them more than they wanted her. That's how I just gotta say that. So yeah, so that was the thing, and I don't know, but yeah. So when that wasn't working how she wanted it to work, she started liking the brother, and I think the brother maybe he started liking her better, because most of the time they would be on the same shifts or whatever, so they start talking or whatever. But when she noticed how easy it was for the brother to like her, because he was more accepting to who you were than Astro would have been, she didn't want somebody who would wanted her. She wanted to feel like, oh, I could have him if I want him, even though he don't want me, which is dumb, because if a man don't want you, he just don't want you, right? So yeah, time and time go by, whatever. I quit the job because of the fight, and then I think they were still working it, and then everybody eventually started quitting the job, whatever, after I had quit. So basically, we had stopped being friends. When I finally get back and was talking to her or whatever, right, she started talking about Astro again. So I'm like, how's she back talking to Astro? Like, y'all, it confused me because I vividly remember the brother thing. Like, didn't you like his brother? Didn't you date his brother? So it was just like the brother was in my head, right? So I was just kind of like, I was just really confused about that. So then after that, it was just like, she would always talk about him or whatever. But it made me feel like because you're talking about him, y'all were more serious on like a more serious level. I mean, she would be like, yeah, guess who texting me now? Like one day we was riding the car. She was like, guess who texting me now? I'm like, who you texting? She was like, Astro. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, yeah, we've been talking for a little minute, this and this. Like, I was like, have you went to hit him up and stuff? She was like, no, we don't really see each other in person, but we always just keep a line of communication on the phone. So I kind of felt like that was weird, and I should have paid attention to that, so because I wouldn't have been looking dumb later on. So I was like, but because they didn't live far away, so if y'all want to see each other, y'all could link up. And I remember before we stopped being friends, one time she wanted to come over there, but he was like, you could only come over here if you really in the fuck. So it was just like, you know, like that's all I had knew at this point. So when she said that, I'm just like, oh, maybe she's not effing. Because like, and a lot of times I used to grant her peace on a lot of stuff because it was just like, okay, she's not having sex, so it's like maybe that's what she just accept from a guy. Like maybe a guy who don't like her, she's fine with that because she's not gonna F him anyway because she's a virgin. So that's what I was trying to make sense of her. I was trying to make sense of her. That's a whole friendship. I was trying to make sense of the shit she did. I can't even lie. Like I'll be like, okay, I guess that makes sense. But she did that. I guess it makes sense. Like I would just be trying to like make sense of the shit that she was saying or doing, you know. So this one day she like, hey, like you ain't I'm ready to get this out. She like, yo, what you doing today? I was like, nothing, just doing orders. She was like, you want me to ride with you today? I was like, yeah, because I used to like riding orders until she got in the car. And like we bought 5 or 6 orders in. That's when I used to kind of get a little aggravated because it's kind of like, I'm a broad shoulder girl. I can't, and they used to be broader than what they are now. And I can't move and like maneuver how I need to. And you sit up there too, we both big. It was just too much, right? So, but I always love her company and we had good conversations. So basically, she was just like, you ain't got no orders right now? So I'm like, no, I don't have any orders right now. She was like, okay, cool, let's go over to such and such. So this is where Astro works now after he had quit the other job, right, as a manager. She had something with managers. It was something about her and managers for places. Anyway, so we head up over there, whatever. I was like, did you let her know that you coming? She had like that question went over her head. So I'm like, okay, cool, because I don't like walk into a place and we look dumb. You know, so we walk, wait. She started acting weird as fuck when we got there. So we got there and I'm like, we still sitting in the car. I'm like, we need to go in because like we the only ones in the parking lot. They're gonna start paying attention. You know how like when people ain't doing nothing on the job, they start paying attention to people pull up. And we just the only ones here because nobody really had like this shit, to be honest. So basically, she was just like, no, I'm gonna just wait right here for a little bit. So I'm looking at her texting on her phone and I'm seeing like a whole bunch of her texting, but that person not really saying nothing. And then eventually that person said like one little thing, probably 2 words or whatever, right? So I was like, well, I'm gonna just go in because it was just like, it's kind of weird. Like, just come on, you said that we were coming here. You asked to come here for him, right? So we get in there and she kind of come in there, but she's staying in a way that was like weird. So at this point, nobody knew that we was bad friends. So Astro ended up seeing me when I walked in. He didn't see her because she went off somewhere and hid. Like she was running from this guy the whole time, right? It was just weird, right? So basically, I walked in and he was like, yeah, what's up? He was like, what's up, Ashley? He was like, what's up? What you been up to? I was like, nothing. Like, what you been up to? He was like, oh, nothing much or whatever. And then so all of a sudden Rosie pops up and say, Rah. He was like, boy, and he said, no, y'all bad friends. I was like, yeah, we bad friends or whatever, right? And this another thing too, before we said the thing about we was bad friends, Rosie gonna stand there, right? And she was like, we should act like we finna fight. Because mind you, the fight had just happened like weeks before. Not weeks, but like maybe a year before. No, maybe a couple months. Like it had to be like 7 or 8 months at this time, like 9 months. It probably was 9 months because I remember I was like, dang, we had a little baby. Like argument for as long as, you know, whatever. So basically, she was like, yeah, we should act like we're fighting. And I was just like, it was kind of weird because that shit was still kind of sensitive because, yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of still sensitive at this point. Especially if I got beat up. So, yeah, so I was just like, I kind of laughed off that idea or whatever. And so he was like, y'all back friends? He was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, everybody always warm up to the fact that we were back friends. I guess because we were so close in the beginning. Or to them, it was perceived as so close. So, basically, she was just still standing over there or whatever. And then, so even one of the guys in the kitchen or whatever, he was like, why you standing all the way over there? And she was just like, she wasn't saying nothing. And she kept like, it was like, she was causing a lot of attention to herself. But it was just like, you're making yourself seem even more weird. And then she would always do like these synthetic wigs and try to, I don't know. And it was just like the synthetic wig, how you acting like a child. It was just big whole mess. So she ended up like going back to the car. She like, Twin, open the car. So I'm like, okay, cool. I end up opening the car for her. She go back to the car. So I'm sitting there or whatever, and the boy ended up saying something. He messy because it seemed like they had been talking about this before. So he was like, but he had gave her some attention when she was in there. He was like, hey, what's up, Rosie? And so she was just like, what's up? But she was still all the way over there off to the side. I guess she wanted him to come out and go over there, but I guess he wasn't on that. So basically, I'm sitting up there with them at the thing, and because we was having conversations about something. I forgot what it was about. I probably was asking him about his brother or whatever. So the boy ended up, why you ain't go check on your girl? Like, why you ain't checking on your girl or whatever? He was like, that ain't my girl, and I don't even like her. He was like, I don't even know why she used to kind of tell everybody that back at the old place where we worked. But he was like, I don't even like her. Like, I don't even know where anybody would get that from or where she would even get that from. So I'm like looking at him like, I'm trying, you know how like after somebody keep going in, somebody start going in so tough, it's kind of like you just start looking and be like, but after they start saying stuff, he was like, I never liked her. I don't even know why anybody said that. So this another thing too, back at the old store, Meatball, Spaghetti, and all them used to work there too. And they were like preppy girls, not preppy, but it was kind of like pretty girls who were more probably their speed. So I was like, maybe he just acting like that because of those girls are here. But if this man's still saying this, even if he was, that would be enough for me to just be like, I don't like him or whatever, right? So he was like, I don't even understand. Like, I ain't even tell her to come here tonight. And so that I thought back to when I asked her, like, did you ask him to come here? Like, she never said anything about it. So the boy's like, no, bro, don't be trying to act like that with that girl. That girl love you, boy. Don't be doing that. And so he was like, nah, I don't. I could, whatever, right? But a little bit, to be on Rosie's side, I was kind of confused because he wouldn't ignore her. He wouldn't. Maybe he knew how to play his role when certain people was around. I don't know who he was playing the role. Probably his homeboys or something, right? So I'm like, I'm finna go tell my friend, because we done got back best friends, even though we done been back friends for like a month or two. I'm like, I'm finna go tell my friend. So I goes out there to the door and like, oh, let me back up. So while he's saying all this, like he don't like her and stuff, she's looking out. She's looking in the store smiling at us. So as I'm hearing this information, he's like, she's looking crazy right now. I'm like, oh, she's smiling. She don't even know what they saying. Everybody's just kind of looking at, even the girl in the back who was stalking stuff, she done came to the front like, who y'all talking about? I'm like, my friend look crazy. So I go outside and I get in the car. She was like, what was he saying? What was he saying? She's smiling. She think he over there saying that they getting married tomorrow. Girl, this man over here like saying you psychotic or something. Like he like you crazy or something. Like he acting like, which was, I don't know. I was just kind of confused, right? So basically I was like, he's saying he never liked you. Like, you ain't even his type. Like, here's what he said. Because he had said that in the store. Like, she wasn't his type. For real. He was saying, like, all type of stuff under the sun. It even made me look stupid as her friend. Because I'm like, I'm believing that they liking each other. Like, they done started back talking and all this, right? But I should have known her acting off and running off and stuff is just was signs that this boy is your crush. Like, so basically, I'm telling her, I was like, he don't even like you. Y'all should have seen that face she did. She was just like, her smile was like, she said, he said that? I was like, yeah, he said he never liked you. He don't even know why you like him, all this. I'm just telling her what he said because I just feel like it's either I say it all now and you know, whatever. Y'all, this girl get out. She was like, but he was coming to the door for some reason. I don't know why he didn't bend go out the door. I don't know why it took for me to go out the door too to get in the car for him to come out. She was like, what? I almost felt like he should have never said it. So he started coming to the door, opening up my door to get in. And in my head, I'm thinking, he don't even want to get in here. Because she was violent. She was very violent. Hence our fight. So basically, she was just like, he get in the car. He was like, so what's up with you? And so he pat her shoulder. And she just like, and he was like, what's up? What's up with you? Like, what's wrong? So she was like, what did you say in there? What did you say in there? Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of everybody? Like, are you really trying to make me look stupid? He's like, I ain't trying to make you look stupid. So his homeboy coming to the other side of the car, not trying to get in the back, which I didn't mind because we was in there talking, all in there. He was just like, dang, shawty look bad. Like, what's going on with you? What happened? So he's still, so she's bigger than him. So he's like looking at her and like he's still touching her because he think it's like a game. While she reached back, she slapped the hell out of him. She slapped him so hard, right? That even the boy was like, dang, you gonna slap my bro like that? Like, he was like, get your homegirl. Like, she just gonna slap her like that? You gonna let her do all of that? I'm like, I ain't really in it. Because at this point, I'm saying in my head, you deserve a slap. Because all this stuff this girl been saying the past couple days, what's going on? Like, I'm looking at my friends sideways like, you don't never let nobody hold your phone. So I ain't never used to really see no text messages from you, but I don't know. So they end up getting out the car or whatever. And he was just like, man, like, what's up? It's like they never really brought up what the problem was, which was him saying he didn't like her. It's like that was the elephant in the room. Nobody really talked about it or nothing. She was just like, whatever, just don't talk to me extra. Don't talk to me at all. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. So years later, you try to tell me I was mad that Chase didn't like me. Girl, you fought a whole man who didn't like you. And in so many words, in so many ways, he even let you know that he didn't like you. So I kind of felt like at that point with Chase, not to bring up old stuff, because that's exactly what she did during this time too. I kind of felt like you tried to portray that onto me because the only one who was getting turned down was you. Not even to say that was a bad thing, because maybe he did lead you on and make you think that, but I kind of felt like she used that against me. Like, but it was dumb for you to use it against me because the boy never liked me. I mean, the boy that you was dating never liked you. So how did you try to make it about me? And then, anyway, so yeah, that's what